Hello everybody, Street Pastah here. I'm going to be producing a series of videos for all of you to check out that address key issues that are prominent in our minds, especially these days in our modern world. So many stressors, things that cause us to have troubles, and we go to those who are in the church and we ask for help and we get nothing. Those who struggle with doubt, those who struggle with disaster, those who struggle with the fancy term is theodicy. In other words, how can a good God stand by and watch disasters happen in people's lives? Those kind of questions bother folks, and when people go to the pastors and to the priests and ask for help, they don't get any. And then what happens is a lot of people lose their faith, leave the church, decide that God is no longer for them, and end up in a quagmire of philosophical confusion. And I'm here to help you straighten that all out. Ultimately, and the bottom line is this: after you examine all the possible religions out there, and they kind of divide themselves into a few choices, really. Obviously, nobody can study every religion on earth. It makes the most sense to place your bet on the Lord Jesus Christ. I am a follower of the Lord Jesus Christ. I encourage you to be a follower of the Lord Jesus Christ, and there are many reasons why I have come to that conclusion. At 64 years old, I have come to this understanding, and I'm here to explain it to you and help you understand it through a series of various programs such as these here, 5-minute shots of information that will help you understand and deal with some of these questions. One of the questions I have for you today is, for example, how do we know there is such thing as a God? Eventually, we're going to figure out, how do we know this God has revealed himself in the person of Jesus Christ? Let me ask you a question. If I gave you a jar and you shut this jar, hermetically sealed it, and put it away for 1 trillion years, I want to know, when you open that jar, what would you find in it? If you went into the Sahara Desert and you suddenly saw a Lamborghini with the key in the ignition, the engine running, gasoline in the tank, I wonder if you would say to yourself, look what an amazing thing has happened. Sand plus time plus chance, or maybe even plus random selection, produced this beautiful Lamborghini. Incredible. Wow. Look what has happened through evolution. Nobody would think that. We look at a building downtown, and what do we say? Do we say, ooh, look what happened over a period of 1 trillion years, or 1 billion years, or 100,000 years, and suddenly this wonderful structure has occurred? All of us know that somebody with great thought and great determination and great design was able to produce such a building. Intelligence is a given. We know that there is a creator of the building. I heard that a scientist was talking to God and said, you know something, God? This is the 21st century. I can do anything you can do. I can make anything you can make. God said, fine. So God took some dirt and produced an atom. And he said, go ahead, scientist, it's your time for your creation. And the scientist took some dirt, and God said, wait a minute. You have to use your dirt. I rest my case. So stay tuned. Come for more. If you have questions that you'd like answered, you send them to me. As a follower of Christ, I will do my best to give you some answers, some ideas. In the meantime, I urge you to follow the Lord Jesus Christ. I'm not asking you to become a theologian. I'm not asking you to become super smart or to read all the books that are possibly out there on who he was or who he is and what he did. But I'm asking you to say yes to the Lord Jesus, to give him your life, to become one of his followers, and to be obedient to the King of Kings. I will catch you on the next one. This is Street Pastah signing off.